What is a good word, everybody? Tiger727 back with a video. Um, this video is kind of all over the board, to be honest with you. Just want to do some talking while I'm showing some cards. Been very busy. I don't typically like try to advertise that I'm selling or anything like that, but a couple years ago, I downloaded the Collects app, and then I deleted it. And while I was, I was sending stuff into ComC for the last couple of years, and it's been going okay, nothing great. And I'm having a hard time getting over sending stuff and it being gone for 3 to 4 months. Not that it's horrible. I mean, I haven't had any issues yet. And then they charge you 50 cents per card to enter it and stuff like that. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to try the Collects app. So for about the last week, I've been busy. I probably dumped over 1,000 cards into Collects. Made a few sales already. Nothing great. But just want to try it out. And so I've been busy sorting. And I was on a quick weekend trip a few weeks ago. My daughter had a dance competition, so we stopped at a card show. Or not a card show, but a card store. I think it was Larry Frisch Cards in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Very weird place. And I don't say that disrespectfully, but I picked up a few Tiger Autos. But you could tell it's definitely designed for an online business. And they tell you, the guy told me that when we were in there. They had some boxes behind the counter to look through, and it's mostly like autos or all patches. And found a handful of Tiger Autos that I picked up. Hadn't been doing at that point a ton of buying on eBay. I was trying to slow down. This one's numbered to $9.99. I did pick up I think it was Eddie Bonine of this, or was it Cleet Thomas, one or the other. Either which way, I already had it. So that is one of the cards I actually have listed on Collects now. See if it'll sell. And I asked if they had any 68 tops, and he said they had about, I think he said 7 million cards in this place, and he brought this box out of 68. And I thought maybe he'd say, hey, so much for the box, or whatever, because I told him I was basically looking for commons. And then I started looking through the box, and card number 1, there was probably 10 to 15 of these in there. And so I picked this one up, because if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm working on the 68 set slowly but surely. Did not have this one. So happy to have gotten that. Obviously Roberto Clemente on there, Matty Alou, the Alou family, and Tony Gonzalez. So great looking card. What else has been going on? Trading card database has been insane, and I don't know why as of late, but I currently have about 18 trades in progress, and in the last 5 days, I've probably received 700 to 800 cards. So I've been very busy digging for cards for trade. One trade I made, I sent out over 500 cards, and the guy sent me over 400 back. And I'm the one that proposed it, so he wasn't trying to like jit me or anything like that. But that trade was a pain in the backside for me. Took me hours to find everything. The cards I have for football are not sorted very well, so that took me a while. And TCDB's been acting funny lately, so in this time of year, this is probably I always get excited for the Daytona 500. It's been that way for every year, and that's obviously been about 3 weeks now, as today is March 12th. And I've been really excited. I've actually been watching the races every week and or listening. Turn them on the radio at work or something like that, or if I'm home, I'll have it on TV. So I've been picking up some NASCAR stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. Actually found myself watching some NASCAR rips on YouTube, which I don't ever do. But I found this Wallace card, Rusty Wallace. Picked this one up a couple weeks back. And I don't know. I did lose interest in racing in the last 10, 15 years. I was never big into it, um, but for whatever reason, I'm just really enjoying it this year, and um, just love the Miller Lite logo there on his driving suit. So this is a 1998 Max. Did buy this through eBay, but it was actually from Four Shop Corners. Found this Danica Patrick F1 rookie. It's actually it's not. I mean, it's when she was with Formula One, but it's OMR, which I've never heard of. But this is like her original rookie. So I found that card probably about a month ago on eBay. Picked that up. I found this one as well. This is not a rookie. Just like the image of the card, and it's forget what it's actually called. Probably a good thing I got some new glasses coming because I can't read small stuff anymore. I stopped in a card store in Milwaukee about a month ago, and then I checked out his eBay store and I found these two cards. Found this Haley Deegan, who actually just left NASCAR to go to F1. And this Rusty Wallace numbered to 299. And I got the bug for the Daytona 500 early this year, and this is probably January 6th. I happened to stumble across this on eBay, numbered to 10. Haley Deegan. It's the gold version, Timeless Treasures. So you can see there the auto is a 10, and then the card is a 9.5. Not that it really matters, but just a great looking card. I just like the card, and yeah, she didn't really make it in NASCAR. She's gonna try F1, and we'll see how that goes. I've heard she's not doing very well there either, but it's not why I'm buying this stuff. I just like it, and I'm enjoying myself, and I guess that's the bottom line, right? And then here's some cards that I stumbled across that I've known I had, and I've had these since probably the 90s. I was a Ricky Rudd fan back in the 90s. Tide car. Never was a big Earnhardt guy. There's a handful of cards of his that I like. I'm not sure. This one might have been the one I was looking at on eBay. No, his Max one I think is his rookie. That's not it. Nice looking card there. What else did I want to show? Another Ricky Rudd action packed. And I don't know if it's more of the color on these cards that really drives me towards them, or what it is. And then the one set that I really remember from the 90s is this one right here. This is Ted Musgrave. I think it's Musgrave. Or is it Musgrove? I always forget. Musgrave. The old family, the Family Network car. But this is the 95 upper deck. And you know me, once I start, I can't stop. So I'm actually going to go for this set. Just because it reminds me so much of the 90s and when I first started getting bigger in the racing. So I'm going to go for that set. I got the Ricky Rudd. And for us baseball fans, I'll show you a card here. I'm not sure. I'm sure a lot of people know this, but a lot of people probably don't. But Reggie Jackson was actually in that set. So I think he was like part owner or is part owner or something like that of a race team back in the 90s. I don't know if he still is involved or not. Another Rusty here. I know I showed some cards a while back. That vintage card Steve had sent me. So I got to organize all the stack of racing cards that I have. And some Electric Diamond here. Just organize them better so I know what I have and what I don't have. I got some other Danica Patrick that I bought over the years. Got some other Wallace cards. I did buy, here's another Wallace. One other one I forgot to show. I don't know much about her. She's fairly new, I guess. but it's geez, my eyes are terrible. Tony Breidinger. Found this for a great deal. It's autographed. Beckett grading. So I figured, what the heck, bought that probably back in January as well. And then a recent purchase as of last week, back to baseball. And yesterday the baseball switch really clicked for me. I'm super excited. Going to opening day in Milwaukee with my daughter. We got a cruise coming up. We're going on vacation, and then the day after we get back, I got to go to Milwaukee for opening day. And then, side note, April is going to be super busy. We actually won a opportunity to buy tickets, or won tickets to go to a Savannah Bananas game. So we're actually going to fly to Savannah and catch a Savannah Bananas game, which would be super cool. Apparently all their home games are sold out for the year already, which is crazy. But back to baseball and back to cards. Saw this card of Matt McLain. Hopefully he has a great comeback year. Topps Gold, rookie. And just love the image. He's got the Memorial Day hat on there. So, yeah, I saw this and I had to have it. It's kind of weird. I was actually watching the Reds and Dodgers game, spring training game last week, and it was at Camelback Ranch. And it was probably the fact that they were interviewing him and the fact that I had been to Camelback Ranch a couple times, watched the game there. So if you have never been, I highly recommend you go. It's a great place to watch a game. Just had a blast there. The first time I went there happened to be a book signing. I don't think I've showed this before, but happened to be a book signing, and it was Tommy Lasorda, and then Colin Gunderson also autographed this book. Didn't know he was going to be there. I had no clue. I think I paid $8 for a ticket. Funny story, I was out there for work, and only one of the people had a vehicle, and I told him, hey, drive me to the park. You can see Lasorda's autograph here, and sorry for the blurriness, and this is the author. But so I bought like $8 for the ticket, and he drives me there, and we're about a mile from the ballpark, and it took us forever to get there, and because the traffic was so bad. I said, just drop me off and I'll walk. So I walked the rest of the way. I probably walked that mile and a half quicker than we could have drove anyway. And then walk in, see that he signed, and buy the book, pay $20 for the book, and I told him I'd get a cab back, and my cab ride was about $80. So paid more for the cab ride and the book alone than I did for the ticket to the game. But either which way, memories, and it's a Lasorda auto, so I'm super happy to have it. So with that, I hope everybody's doing well. Just been busy. Hopefully you're all doing well, getting ready for baseball. And with that, I will leave you all, and we'll talk to you later.